the trade deadline is coming up. We've got a bye, and then the decisions will have to be made on some of these guys. David Njoku, last year of his contract. Wyatt Teller, both these guys are guys that could have value on the trade market. What they could bring, I don't know. But at that point,
pick. That's what the Browns love.
Hey, they love them. They,
I didn't know
get as many as you can get.
Yeah, probably not.
But is this the last time we see those two guys in a Browns uniform?
I'm not sure about that. Part of it may depend on how they play. Like if they win somehow against New England, I know none of us expect that, but if they do, that might change what they're thinking. Mary Kay said to me this morning she doesn't think they're getting traded, but left open the possibility that, well, if somebody calls and makes a good enough offer, well, I don't know what a good enough offer is for David Njoku, who's having a bad year and even at his best, wasn't that valuable in the trade market. Same thing with Wyatt Teller. He's on the decline at his age. I don't know, but I'll say they don't get traded, those two guys.
I have thought Njoku was a pretty strong trade candidate because, just look at Greg Newsome. He's in the last year of his deal. And it looks pretty clear like the Browns, typically if the Browns want you, it doesn't get to the last year of the deal.
Right.
Typically they get something done before it gets to that point or else you're gone. And we saw it with Amari Cooper. We saw it with, like I said, with Greg Newsome a few weeks ago. So that would make him a prime trade candidate. The reason why he may not get traded is because he's not having a good year. He's past his prime. He's not as fast as he once was. He's heavier than he was. And I just don't know what the interest level is. And is it worth trading him for a 7th-round pick or a 6th-round pick? Or is he worth more to your locker room that way? And I would think Wyatt, you definitely can't trade only because your offensive line has already been in shambles much of the year. And you've got 2 rookie quarterbacks back there. You've got to do something to try and keep these guys upright. So that doesn't make much sense to me. In fact, and Wyatt's also in the last year. And again, I just got done saying, usually when you get to the last year, you're done. But they've got all 5 guys are not under contract.
They may need to re-sign him.
That's exactly where I was going with it. They may have to bring, which I don't think was ever part of it.
You're not going to go with 5 rookies on the offensive line.
So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but Wyatt may be a guy that you have to look at to extend because Joel's probably going to retire. And do you want 2 new guards, a new center?
I don't think you're paying Pocic.
Probably not. So
you could trade him and bring him back next year.
You could. But
unlikely.
But again,
I think Jason's point about the rookie quarterbacks, at least a little bit of a chance.
So here's what I say on both. So what's the market? Well, the team that would most be likely to trade for Wyatt Teller is the Cleveland Browns. Like, they're the team that need offensive linemen more than anyone.
Well, there's other teams.
There's other teams with bad offensive lines, but, Bull, we've had so many different combinations. We have so many injuries. Like, we're a team that would be in the market for offensive linemen. Clearly, we're not going to go make a trade for one because that's not going to make the difference.
If there's one under contract for the next 3 years, I think.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. And then when you go to Njoku, I don't know what the market would be for him.
I think a 6th-round pick at best if you don't.
And at that point,
I wouldn't do it.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Is it worth it? Because at this point, you're trying to evaluate your young quarterbacks.
Yeah.
It's a tight end heavy offense.
Do you
really want to
something? It's sort of the Wyatt approach. You got to give him something to throw to.
Yes, he needs targets. So I wouldn't be surprised if both end up staying. If I had to put money on one of the 2 going, it would be Njoku.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.